Sylacauga City Council District 3, Nate Boom Boom Brewer. Nate, good morning, buddy.
Good morning, Jimmy Dale.
Good to have you with us today. It's going to be another hot day today, man.
It is going to be a very hot day. I hope everybody drinks plenty of water and stay cool as much as possible.
Absolutely. A lot of conversation about flooding in Sylacauga, and your district, District 3, is a part of that, especially in the downtown area. What are we doing about it?
Well, here's the deal, Jimmy Dale. When the 100-year flood came and it wasn't going to happen again, and there were some businesses that got flooded, and you know, and I know, Broadway's always got flooded on this end. So when that happened, we all kind of hit the panic button a little bit. Reed Calfee started exploring different options, and Reed's our street superintendent.
He does a great job, too.
Reed does a phenomenal job for us. We are very fortunate to have Reed Calfee. Yeah. Long story short, when we was exploring those options, it flooded again. Well, then Reed brought Michael Rice, EEF&S, to the council. He's one of our engineers that we partner with, and they got a camera, Jimmy Dale, that stretches far from in between. So they went in and snaked our drains to see what was going on, because water was not getting in the drains. Even though you had 5-7 inches of rain that nobody can ever do about, it still should have went down a little better. So anyway, he snaked our drains and he found some issues. And we did a lot of cleaning out. We've got an issue down here on Walnut and Norton. As they cross over, we've got a drain that is collapsed. We've got to fix that drain. That's going to cost some money.
So we didn't know that before they snaked it?
We didn't know that until he snaked it. That was the whole point, because Reed knew there was something going on. Reed just didn't know what was going on in the drain. So we snaked it. We've got a collapsed drain on that end, and that's where all the water coming off the hill here on Main runs down there, especially coming off that First Baptist Church parking lot. Okay, well, that water had nowhere to go, so everything started rushing down here, because your water runs north. Everything runs out towards Cloverdale, okay? Well, long story short, we had a collapsed drain, and we've got to have a bigger drain. You know, city our sizes usually have anywhere from an 18 to 20 inch drain. We only have a 15 inch.
So how are we going to do this?
Well, we've got some CARES Act money left. And me and Reed talked Tuesday at the council meeting, and that's what we're going to have to use that CARES Act money for. So we'll hire Michael Rice and his firm that found the issues to come in and guide us. He's getting us some hard numbers, but we've got to fix it, Jimmy Dale. Infrastructure is very, very important in the city, especially a city our size. When people have lost things, there's no telling how much merchandise, Trailwares is lost, or some of those other businesses. You know, we're very fortunate that Miss Kim Duck at the bridal shop, she didn't lose any dresses, because she's got some very expensive stuff in her store.
And she's on the other side of the street.
And she's on the other side of the street. Her and Mr. Ken was out there sweeping water. You know, and I went down the second time it did. I was out there sweeping water. Well, I mean, it was just a mess. And
Trailwares, you know, they suffered at least twice this year.
But Nancy owns Trailwares. Nancy suffered it twice, both times, and both times were very bad. It ran all the way into the Cup of Grace, all the way in Nancy's office. It was just awful. It was terrible, Jim. But hopefully, now look, I'm not telling you this is going to fix the problem, but I am telling you it's going to slow it down some.
So what about the street sweeper?
Now, the street sweeper is huge. That's big. Most people may not think it's big, but it's big news for me, because I've been harping for about 5 months now. Where's it at? Well, here's the deal. The old street sweeper we've had is at least 20 years old, and it was bought new when it was bought. Well, it's costing us more money to get it fixed. Well, long story short, we got to have a new one. So we had some more money set aside, and it was bond money. Well, Reed Calfee's been out finding a street sweeper, because we want one that's going to last. We want one that's going to be able to run during these big storms. We want one of those also. So if we've got a major flooding going on and we've got a drain that's stopped up or something, this street sweeper is called a monsoon. It's like the 31000, 315,000, okay? It can go to that drain. It's got a big hose on it. He can stick that hose in that drain and suck out whatever needs to suck out and roll on. So that's big news for Sylacauga, and I am so fortunate that we have it, and we need it. You know, what good's your street department without a street sweeper?
When will that be here?
It's going to be probably close to a year.
Okay.
But it's coming. Yeah. It's coming. We've approved the money, so it'll probably be close to a year.
Yeah, wow. Here we are, midsummer. no pool, no splash pad, and no new news. Let's hear from you this morning.
Here's the deal, Jimmy Dale. We've got a steering committee together. Okay, when I say we hired Jameson King to come in and do the big project. Okay, and the big project is looking at a swimming pool / center. Well, swimming pool wants to be in the center. Guys, I get it. I'd have loved to have the swimming pool when I got elected. I'd have loved to pump the brakes and spent the $300,000 for 2 years so you could have made your mind up. I wasn't here when that happened, and we can't do that now, okay? Well, we are at a point in our life with the swimming pool that is first. All council members and the steering committee is first. That's the first thing to be built. That's the first thing that our people want, and that's what we're going to do. The steering committee is helping Jameson King steer the Jameson King in the right direction of what the citizens want and what we think we can afford and what we think we need, okay? Where the old swimming pool is now, the splash pad was supposed to be there. Right. Well, I held things up when I didn't suspend the rules because I didn't think a splash pad needed to be there. Well, in the process of me holding that up for 2 weeks, they voted on it the next council term. Well, when they voted on it, time had slipped by and it was a little too late. We run out of time with our engineer firms and they couldn't do the work, okay? Plus, if we all remember, when I was running, the splash pad was going to be $250,000, $300,000. You want me to tell you the number that come in? To demolish what was there and to build a splash pad was $720,000.
That's 3 times.
That's 3 times more than what the previous council and myself was told. We couldn't do that. We didn't have the money. All the council had set aside was $250,000. We didn't have the other. Okay, so that's why you don't have a splash pad. And you know what? I know you're mad. I'm upset too. I don't like it. I need you to call your council members. I need you to get on board, come to some of these meetings. I need your help. The council wants to hear from you. I promise you, the whole council.
We don't come to meetings.
Nobody comes to meetings, Jim. So therefore, we don't know you have a problem.
Right.
No, if you don't pick the phone up and call me, I don't know you have an issue. We want you to come to the meetings. That's what these meetings are for. That's why they're called council meetings. Your council representative doesn't have a clue that there's an issue in your district if you don't reach out. And you need to know what's going on in your city. You need to know we budget $18 million a year. That's tax dollars. That's your dollars. That's Jimmy Dale's dollars. That's my dollars. We budget those numbers for payroll, capital plans, whatever. We do it all with those numbers. You need to come to see where the money's going.
So where's the pool going?
All right. We have a couple of locations right now. And what we want to do right now is keep everything on this side of town. Maybe go down 21 a little bit, maybe come in behind the old pool somewhere in that.
All right, where now?
Maybe go down 21 a little bit.
All right.
Or maybe add on to the old wreck. Or maybe put over here behind the old pool. We've got a couple of different options. Jameson King is drawing us. They know what we want to do, and they're putting it on paper so we can see the big picture and we can actually look at it. But that's kind of what we're thinking. But see, here's the thing. There's been a lot of things taken from the Drew Court community, okay? Drew Court's had Burley. Drew Court had Mountain View, East Highland. Drew Court had a swimming pool before I was the board, because I don't remember that part. But I did play ball at Burley Collins. They've had so much taken away. We got to figure out a way to get one center still centered around everybody so everybody can get to it. Because it ain't fair to that. Because you remember back in the day, Jimmy, they built like community centers and then built communities around them. Okay? That's what they did over at Burley anyway, or in the Drew Court community. So that's what we got to get back to. We've got to get it centered.
So next pool season.
I don't have an answer, Jim Dale. If I give you an answer, I'd be lying to you because I don't know. I don't have an answer. I'm hoping that we can have something out there for our kids. I'm hoping we can have something for our senior citizens.
So splash pad history?
Splash pad is on the back burner right now. But look, we still have to do something at the old pool. Because if you don't do something with water, then we lose all LWCF grants. We can't get any LWCF grants because that pool was built by an LWCF grant. And without it being operable, LWCF, they won't help you. They won't do anything. You've got to get something there to deal with water.
So, splash pad possibility there?
Yes, but not before the pool. The pool is first on everybody's list across the council board. We have finally come to an understanding. The pool is first. This is what's got to be done first.
Hey, we got the 15-year-old Babe Ruth All-Star team is making history.
I am so excited for them. You know, I've been involved in Babe Ruth. I've coached Babe Ruth. That right there is something wonderful for our kids. You know, World Series as far as you can go. Yeah. I mean, that's at the very top. And we've got some great coaches down there. We've got great kids. Here's the thing. Those kids feed in our school program. Mm-hmm. Those kids makes our school program better also. So I'm tickled to death. I'm going to support them. I encourage all you to support them the best way you can.
Oh, they play in Virginia?
Play in Virginia. That's 10 hours away.
Yeah.
I think Steve Masters and Hunter Kane are actually going to drive up. That's in August. That starts August the 10th. So I don't know if it's going to be on TV or anything. But
it's going to cost a lot of money for this team.
Well, that's what I was getting to. Yeah. It is going to cost a lot of money. I remember coaching, we did car washes, we sold donuts, we sold fish plates. I mean, we was doing something every weekend. Guys, if you can give them $5, $10, or if you can give them a prayer, or whatever you can give them, I promise you'll be much appreciated. Just go down to the rec. You can tell them this is $5 for the 15-year-old All-Star team. I want to help them get to Virginia. It'll be much appreciated, I promise you.
And we got the 12-year-old Sylacauga All-Star team, Little League All-Star team going to Georgia to play too.
Little League's going to Georgia. Little League's been around a long time. They've got some good kids and good coaches there. I'm sure they'll do a good job.
No doubt about it. Nate Brewer, District 3 City Councilman, our guest this morning. Before we go, let's talk about new business coming to town. And, they're moving along very well with the Publix building out there now.
Jimmy Dale, I'm so tickled to death that they finally got block laying at Publix. You know, it should be here soon. You got Publix, you've got Milo's, you've got Lloyd's. Lloyd's just sent us in some information about some incentives that they might need. The Wharf is on the way. You know, we just gave them an incentive to where they're going to build at. They're going to build in between Coosa Valley Pond and the storage buildings right there on 280, okay? We gave them incentives to build that land.
What's there now? Anything?
Woods.
Okay.
It's just a wooded area. We gave them money to build that land up because it's in a flood zone. Mm-hmm. But they knew it was in a flood zone, but they still wanted to come to Sylacauga. People love Sylacauga. People love our small town, but our small town, we're starting to grow. Mm-hmm. Things are starting to take off. Downtown's doing good. 280's doing good. We've got some things in the making. You've got, like I said, you've got Lord's Mile. You know, Robo Motors just built a brand new car lot.
Looks good out
on 280. That right there has dressed 280 up more than anything, I think, because Dickie and Mr. Dick has been around a long time. They've done a good job for over 40 years. The way they've designed everything, it looks good. I mean, things are looking, and they've created some jobs also. You've got Bandits downtown. Everybody wanted another steakhouse or wanted another place to go and hang out. Bandits has got something going on Wednesday through Saturday. Bandits has got something going on every night. I encourage you to go down there and check them out also.
All right, let's get back to Lloyd's. Okay. There have been many different conversations about when Lloyd's would be here. I posed that to you this morning. Are they coming this year?
Yeah, they should be here this year. Here's his trouble. The guy that owns it, the grandson that's wanting to operate it, okay? Because you know it's a family business. He's having trouble buying equipment. Mm-hmm. He's got to have some more equipment in there because what's in there, either it's not good or he doesn't want or doesn't need. So he's having trouble doing that. So apparently they sent us that incentive that they might need. So we think he's on the way because we're supposed to meet with him soon. Not we, but the mayor and some others are supposed to meet with him soon.
And jobs, there are plenty of jobs available in our area.
There's help wanted signs all over Sylacauga. There's help wanted signs all over America. But here's the thing, Jimmy Dale, nobody's staying long enough. Now, why that is, I don't know. I said, but there's jobs all downtown. There's jobs all in the workforce, like Jack's, McDonald's. And look, you get $10, $12, flip a hamburger, you know, that ain't bad money nowadays. So things are looking up. Our tax money for the gas, we have a gas tax. You know, you pay taxes on gas. So we've taken that money and we are fixing the concrete streets. All the concrete streets in the city, from worst to best, I guess you would say, they're going to be fixed. And now you're not reconcreting the whole street. You're cutting out bad sections and filling them up and grinding them so they're smooth. Apparently, Miss Nix has saved that gas tax money for over some time now, and we finally got enough. And me and her kind of got together because both of us have a lot of concrete streets, and we kind of let that happen. So
maybe my Talladega County Commissioner will watch this show and get the hint. It's not concrete, but
you need some patchwork.
Yeah, a lot of it too. Nate Brewer, our guest this morning. Nate is Sylacauga City Council District 3. Appreciate you coming this morning, all the insight and info, and have a great day. Sell a few watermelons today too.
We're going to sell a few watermelons Friday, and that's going to wind me up. I'll be under the tree across from Alvia Steers from 2:30 to about 5:30 on Friday afternoon. Come see me. Look, you ain't got to buy nothing. You can come see me and we can talk about city business. That's one of the reasons I do that, because I'm there and I'm out and I'm easy to find.
That'd be $50.
Yes, sir.
More Daybreak coming up right after this.